boy, what's going on today? I got something for you guys today. We have found a lawsuit filed against FTX, the parent company, the trading company. Our Alameda Research, and Sam Bankman-Fried himself, Wang, and the rest of the gangbang crew. The crew. This was filed back in November 2nd of 2019, and this lawsuit alleges that they were buying and selling Bitcoin to manipulate markets across countries. They were buying in one country, selling in another country, manipulating the market, and actually accuses them guys of the RICO law, which is a federal law for organized crime. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, you have Sam Bankman-Fried, and the gang here, the gang banging gang here, and Sam Bankman-Fraud, all being charged with a RICO crime in 2019. So you tell me that Gary Gensler didn't know about this before he sat down with Sam Bankman-Fried and had interviews and talks about regulation? You can't tell me that he didn't know that he was charged with a federal RICO crime. RICO crime. Think about this. Organized crime. Think about Al Capone. Think about all them guys. This is what they were charged with, guys. They were buying and selling Bitcoin and manipulating the market. Manipulating the market. And we're going to go into the I'm not going to read all this to you guys. I'm going to leave a link to this in the description of the video. You guys can read this for yourself. But I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the overview. What they were doing is they were buying from Bitcoin from one either exchange or country at a lower price, trying to sell it at a higher price, manipulating the market, making millions and millions of dollars a day, this says. And every single one of them were doing it every day. And they were caught red-handed doing it. And nothing came of this except for Sam Bankman-Fraud. Sam Bankman-Fried was able to sit down with the federal government and help them try to draft regulations after he was convicted of this. So I'm going to take you right here as the introduction. It's clear as day of what they were doing. They lay it out. Like I said, I'm not going to read it all to you guys. It's all in here. I'm still going through a lot of it myself and just trying to digest it all. There's pieces that I have to go back and reread, but what I want to show you guys is the evidence that's laid out in here. This isn't just somebody talking and saying, well, I think this happened. They have clear evidence of what was going on. And they have blockchain transactions in here. Right here is where Sam Bankman-Fried tried to change his address on his social media platforms so that he didn't have to get prosecuted in California where this was filed, and saying that he lived in the Bahamas when FTX itself was registered in California. So this piece right here is going and showing that, yes, they were a registered company in California. And that's where he resided at the time. This right here is showing a lot of how, when they bought and sold, how the market itself was manipulated. Charts there, more charts about the market manipulation and how they pulled it off and what they did and the bubbles. Look, how do you beat this and come out ahead and be able to sign people like Tom Brady, Mahomes, sign with the Golden State Warriors to be on their sign? And more importantly, how do you sit down with the federal government after you've been charged with a federal crime like this? And I'm going to show you why CZ alerted the public when he did, because CZ knew more than what he was saying he knew. before he knew it. So it got so big, he didn't have a choice. So right here's the license showing that they were in Burbank, California. Right here, Berkeley, California. But let's just go ahead so I don't bore you guys and get down to where and why CZ was telling you what he was telling you when he was telling you what he was saying, because the man knew what the hell was going on. And this was been going on for a while, guys. And Sam is a straight crook, and he was allowed to be a crook. They got tweets here from CZ in this court filing from when FTX tried to wreck Binance. They tried to manipulate Bitcoin and wreck the price of Binance. It says a market maker from a smaller basically a smaller exchange tried to come on here and sell and liquidate the Binance exchange. Right here's the proof of what happened. This is a tweet from CZ on, and then CZ goes on to say right here, the attempt is a well-known account. It's a well-known account. So they've done this to Binance before, that trades with at Binance and started their own futures exchange a few months ago. This was the second attempt they tried. Shame. He's alerting you right here, September 15th, 2019. CZ knew that these guys were trying to manipulate the price. So, and then CZ goes back on to say, laughing out loud, their intentions were clear, but you have a point in referring to a prior tweet, and this was on again September 15th, 2019. And he goes on to say, had a chat with a client. It was an accident due to a bad permission, and on their sides, no intention at all good. All good now. September 15th. CZ goes on to say that. Right? So come on. CZ knew what was going on at that time. So for us to sit here and dog CZ's, he's saying right here in this tweet that this isn't the first time. The attacker is a well-known account that trades with Binance and started their own futures exchange a few months ago. This was the second attempt. CZ lays it out there for you guys. And then we're going to go down here because I want to get right into this here. We're going to go down to the bottom of the page here, the bottom of the last closing paragraphs here, where it says their efforts. It says therefore the enterprise conducting this continues to conduct it and doesn't stop. So the defendants the defendants are basically, they're committing a RICO, right there it is, crime. So when I leave this link down here and you look at all this proof that these guys have, there's blockchain transactions in here for you guys to look at. Now, I haven't had a chance to go back and look at these blockchain transactions, but what I'm telling you is they're in here. And what I'm telling you too is that the federal government is in here, and they say, I mean, this is a federal crime. This is a RICO crime. This is exactly what brought FTX down, is that they were taking people's deposits and leveraging them, and they were actually moving the Bitcoin price, not only in the United States, but in different countries. They were actually moving the price and profiting millions of dollars a day. And it's clearly stated in here that they were caught red-handed by this group, set them up and caught them red-handed. And FTX is labeled throughout this, and so is our Almerita, whatever the hell the name of that company is, with that old crazy CEO, are all the way throughout here named in this and defendant. I mean, how clear can you get? You can't tell me that contributions to the federal government didn't play a role in why these guys aren't in jail for doing what they just did in 2019. You can't tell me that that didn't happen. And then to sit up there and have conversations with the SEC about regulations after you've already been accused of manipulating the market with all this proof in here. And they go in here to talk about the FTT token too, and how they leverage that against a lot of the stuff. So everything that's in here is everything that was going on for a long time. And I'm going to go back up to the top because it'll tell you when they started tracking this for this lawsuit. This is how long this has been going on. Let me find the dates, because this was going on for a while. At least a couple years, guys, that they were making millions. And when I say they were making millions, I mean millions a day. Right here, November 20th, 2017 until present. So present means current day. And you figured out from the last statement in this lawsuit that they didn't stop. Even when they knew that they were caught, they didn't stop. They were still doing it. And here's your defendants: Sam Bankman-Fried, whatever it is, Wang, and the girlfriend here, and you know, all these guys, the gangbang party, all sitting right here. Here they are, accused of the RICO law, right here. We ain't making this stuff up. 2019, November 2nd, 2019. We're not making this up. It's right here. I'm going to leave the link for you guys. So if this doesn't tell you that CZ knew what was going on, the federal government knew what was going on with FTX long before FTX fell, these guys could have saved you all. The federal government could have saved everybody that's about to lose money, and every company that's about to lose money, and everybody that's about to fold up. The federal government could have saved you, and they failed to do so because of the contributions that Sam Bankman-Fried was given to the actual campaigns and stuff like that. I believe that it's sitting right here, right in front of your face. It's right there. 2000 and 2019, they knew about this right there. It's all in there. Take a look, read it for yourself. This is groundbreaking to me because I've never heard about this one before. But this is big news coming at you right here. We've been on this story since day one. We'll continue to be on this story. We'll continue to break this lawsuit down. We'll continue to bring you more and more videos about what's in this lawsuit. But I had to bring this at you guys today because, look, this thing just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And it keeps getting stinkier and stinkier and stinkier when it comes to who knew what, when they knew it, and how they knew it. Look, this thing is getting ugly. There's a lot of people going to go down for this. A lot of companies going to go down for this. You got BlockFi, bankruptcy. You've got Gemini now looking at their staking platform because of Genesis is exposed. You got crypto.com catching all kinds of heat. You got centralized exchanges now having to show their books. You got millions and millions and millions of users of FTX who can't withdraw their money. You have companies that are over leveraged with FTX. You have FTX. You have Sam Bankman-Fried, Sam Bankman-Fried chilling out in $1 million homes in the Bahamas. The United States government is talking about bringing them in for questioning. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what the problem is, but this right here looks pretty damn clear to me. Only thing I know, if it wasn't anybody else besides Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX and the gangbang crew, we would have all been in jail. Like this channel, subscribe to this channel, share this out. We're going to get after it. We're going to stay after it.